Welcome back, tubers. If you like this type of content, please consider a like, a subscribe, and also leave a comment. Thank you. Welcome back, tubers. We are headed out to Sol Duc Falls today, but before we get there, I just kind of wanted to show you what's along the way. We got to pass by what is called Crescent Lake. And it completely surrounds a mountaintop, and let me show you it real quick here. Can you see that up there? At that very peak up there, there's a lookout station. They used to use it as a fire break long time ago. Now they don't do that because they have satellite that watches our forests for us, you know, in case a fire breaks out or something. Anyway, there's a lot of history behind this lake. This lake, the surface level of this lake is 500 feet above sea level. And the depth of this lake is extreme. They've sent down submersibles that go down 1,200 feet, and they still haven't found the bottom of this lake. It's a very, very deep lake. So that means that it's like more than 700 feet below the ocean level that is below us. Anyway, we'll get into more of that later on. And also, that peak I just showed you up there is called Pyramid Peak. I did that a few summers ago. I walked up there. That is more than an intermediate hike. That is borderline professional. I'll tell you what, I was working for the parks, as you can see. Can you see my little patch there? Yeah, there's my patch. Anyway, I'm retired now, but I used to work for the Parks, National Park Service. And on one of my weekends, I tell you what, I went and walked up that one. I was in shape then. It's been 5 years, 6 years since I retired. So I need to work up my energy to be able to take that trail again. As a reminder, I've got my wallpaper on my laptop with a picture of me standing up there at the peak. And we're going to do it again one of these days. But I'm going to take some of these smaller trails, like the Sol Duc. It's only 2-mile round trip. That one's Pyramid Peak. That's 5 miles up, 5 miles back. So we're minimum 10-mile round trip. And it has some particular dangers involved in it. There's a 100-foot slide that you have to cross, and there's virtually no foothold to get across that thing. So anyway, we'll get to that in another video today. I'm just enjoying the ride. It takes about an hour or so to get out to Sol Duc. On the other side of the lake here, Crescent Lake, is the entrance to the falls, and then it's another almost 15 or 17 miles up to the parking area where the falls is at. Anyway, we're gonna pick up this recording when we get there, and we'll see you then. Actually, I thought I was able to hear the falls, but not quite yet. We've got a more majestic river running by, and a cute little bridge. All right, let's go across. Excuse me? Oh yeah. Oh, look at these rocks. My God. And then the hugeness of these trees right next to this rock. And the little tiny sapling tree that's growing right off the side of that thing. That's pretty wicked. Now, Sometimes these rocks, they come rolling down the hills, you know, at some point in their lives, you know, and they stop, and then all these trees grow around it. Pretty fascinating. Part of the reason why I love nature so much. Lots of interesting things to see. Oh yeah, these are huckleberry bushes. Come later in this summer, these things are going to bloom. These things are delicious. Huckleberries, and then also sometimes you'll see salmon berries out here. I don't particularly happen to see any salmon berries, but I happen to have quite a few of them in my backyard. So I'll show you that some other time in one of my regular videos when I'm working on the house. I'm loving this trail. All kinds of people coming out here today. Passed several groups, couples, friends, everybody out here just enjoying nature. Oh my God. As the sunshine peers down between the trees, the light plays upon the trail here. It's pretty nice. Well, that tree didn't make it. Might have been struck by lightning, I don't know. His time has come. He's deteriorating. He's going to be falling into the earth here before too long. 10, 20 years from now, he's just going to drop right over. Oh, now here you go. Here's what I was talking about. Here's a fresh cut from this year. Oh yeah. So that tree came down this last winter. Just oh shit, and there's another one on top of them. Hey guys. Oh, look at these roots coming out. Man, they're just all gnarled up, man. Awesome. There's a cute old dead tree. It's got a pass through underneath the roots. All kinds of variations in nature. Here we go. Path splits around the roots. Off we go. Yeah, I love these trails. It's going to be strengthening my legs. We're going to be doing some bigger ones. Ah, another little walk bridge. And a little babbling brook. You hear it babbling? That's what you call babbling. Another little side trail goes somewhere. People exploring, nature of the beast. Oh. Another little walk bridge. Another little babbling. This tree's been down for quite a while. Oh yeah, I can remember a time, I used to live in Tacoma, Washington, and they got a park out there. And I can remember one particular winter, oh man, we had a hellacious windstorm. And you go down, and there's, outside of the regular driveway path that goes through the park, there's a 5-mile loop that comes off of there. And they had that closed for quite a while because you couldn't even walk down this street. Point Defiance is the name of the park, but the 5-mile loop it was so covered up with trees. Every few feet there was a tree down, and very few straight stretches like 50, 100 feet where there weren't any trees. It was just completely covered. And it took them a long time to dig that all out. And there were big trees too. I'm sure they were working on that for quite a while. But eventually they got it cleared up. Oh, see, now this one's dried up. It's already starting to dry up. Tree upon tree upon tree, just dropping down. You know, and this happens over a course of a million years, several million years, and that's where our coal seams come from. All this vegetation drops to the ground and just makes more and more coal. You know, after it's covered up, then it's, you know, pressure and age, it breaks down. You know, next thing you know, there's oil in the ground, or coal, either one. Actually, I'm not really sure what causes the difference between oil or coal, but either way, that's how it gets there. Vegetation. It's just a form of carbon sequestration. Ah, I'm hearing some more water from quite a ways off. I'm thinking that that's the falls. Oh yeah, I can hear it. I don't know if you can pick it up on the microphone on the cell phone, but it's a thunderous kind of a water. And we're just about there anyway. I've gone 0.6, 0.7 of a mile. Oh, you'll like these falls. That's kind of why I chose it to be my intro to my videos. Because it's easy to get to. And it's fairly spectacular. As I remember, it formed as a crack in the granite that's underneath. And then through the eons, it just, as the water seeps out of the mountain, it finally forms, well, I mean, it forms a river, but I mean, it wears down the regular rocks in the meantime, and eventually forms a wide enough opening to where the river can flow down through the cracks. Another walk bridge, and if you can see up there, there's a cabin. That's what I mentioned earlier. Lover's Lane? Oh my God. Deer Lake, Stevens Lake. There's trails. Oh, here. Follow that trail up there. It goes to Stevens Lake, Basin Loop. Shelter access. This is a shelter. And we'll take a look at that here in just a second. Now, like I said earlier, they was refurbishing this when I was working for the park. So that was 6 years ago. All right, we're going to take a peek at this here real quick. They call this a shelter, but I don't know. It doesn't provide much. I used to work for the park here back a few years ago. I've retired now, but when I came through here, they were actually rehabbing this whole thing. They replaced all these bottom timbers here, so it's all been restored. Yeah, as you can see, these bottom two right here have been replaced.
Yeah.
Third one down there too, so.
It's like there used to be some kind of fire pit thing here.
Yeah. It may have been an old settler's cabin at one time, and they decided to keep it. I'm not really sure, but it's been upgraded over the years, you know.
Yeah.
You know, concrete pillars and things. So.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, loving it.
Yeah.
All right, have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. You can hear the water in the background. And I really love these guys that work on the trail department. Oh, they make this thing so spectacular. All these sightseeing vistas here in the park. Oh man, I can tell you right now, it's gonna get pretty loud. You may not be able to hear me talking over my cell phone here, but here we go. Oh man, look at this bridge. Oh, this is an awesome bridge. Oh, we got the sun in our eyes too. Well, oh my God, there you go. We'll get over to the other side here, and that's where the view from the intro in my films. It'll show you the intro. See how that goes down between a crack and the rocks there? That's how it starts. Oh my God. Oh my God, check that out. Man, got some awesome rapids in here too. And the spray, look at how wet it is right here. There's a mist coming off of the fall. Oh, that is awesome. Cool. You know, it never gets tiring to watch nature, you know? I just love it. That's why I'm out here, you know? All these little viewpoints. Yeah, man. Now, in my intro, I'm not exactly sure at the single point where it was taken from, but as you can see, the waterfall comes down between a crack, goes up underneath the bridge. That's part of my intro. I'm pretty sure it was taken pretty close to about this vantage point right here. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, we got people up here, so let me stop you guys for a little bit here. All right, another good view of the river going down over the falls. You got this big tree across the river here. See how that big crack goes down the hillside right there. It's amazing how it only stays a couple of feet apart there all the way down. All the way down. Man, it must be 100, 150 feet where it all stays the same size. So, walking around some of these trees. Oh, take a moment here and rest. Oh. Oh man, it is so gorgeous out here. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, rainbow. You just barely see a little bit of color in that mist over there. All right, I guess we're done resting here. We're gonna head on back. But before we go, take another beautiful look at this. All right, a lot of people out today. And again, one of the other trails that leads away from here, that one goes to Deer Lake and Lover's Lane. Well, I don't have a lady friend with me today, so we can avoid that particular trail. All right, good ones. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Okay, back uphill. And I can't walk too fast. I got a party ahead of me here, so. And they got a couple little tiny babies, so. Oh man, here's a shot from higher up. Take that, expand that on your computer if you can. Oh, that is so beautiful down there. Hi. So anyway, this is going to be a regular occurrence. I vowed that this summer I wanted to get back out again, get my legs into shape. Good for the old respiratory system. Okay, so let's talk about our next video. I'm thinking we got a Dungeness spit nature preserve close to me. That is over there just off of Squim, Washington. And that's another beautiful trail that leads down to the beach. And a spit, they call it a spit, is a very long, thin island. Not even an island, you know, it's just a formation. So, okay. Off we go. Anyway, and then there's lots and lots of other venues we can take a look at. I mean, we got the Whole River, we got the Quinault Lake area. Oh man, we got Elwha. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to film that one of these days. Now, the Elwha Park up above has been closed for many, many years. I mean, it was open when I worked there, but shortly after that, they had a washout on one of the roads, and for the past several years, it's been closed. I'll have to check on that and see if it's been open yet. I got to drive by it on the way back home, so we'll do that, and then if it's open, then I'm going to do a video on it. If not, I'll talk to the people in charge and find out if and when they're ever going to open it back up. So hi.
Hey.
Oh God, that sunshine is good and warm too. Oh my God. Feel like a bear just come out of its den and it's done with its hibernation. Comes out, feels the warmth of the sun, said, oh, dang, I'm hungry. He comes crawling around. He wants some berries and fresh greens to eat. And he says, Dang, I need a human. I gotta have a human. We're gonna chew one of them up. So they come down out of the hills and they come looking around. You know, people start screaming. You know, when I worked for the park, I was a seasonal, and my term was 6 months. I only saw one bear, and he was a junior. Little guy, you know, not a baby, but you know, he was out on his own. He was stomping around. He just going zipping across the road. Whew. Hi. Anyway, we got some other venues too. We got Deer Park. Oh my God, we got Storm. Yeah, Storm King's a hiking trail too. That's a rough one. There's a story behind that one. I did that with my stepbrother back many years ago, 30, 40 years ago. I don't know. Anyway, I'll tell you what. I'll repeat this story when I get there, but you know, in that video that I'm going to do on that one. But the trail is 8 miles round trip, 4 miles up, 4 miles back. But my stepbrother and I, we took the higher trail. We went on past that up to the steep cliffs close to the end of the trail, which is 11 miles round trip. And oh man, we traversed, ladies, we traversed the face of the cliff. It was a good 20, 25 feet high there, the cliff face. And it was pretty difficult coming up, but what we failed to understand was coming back down that thing, hugging the face of it. Hi. But we made it. No serious incidents there. We got all the way back. We finished the trail. I was excited. We could see the parking lot. I could see my vehicle. We're about 100 feet away from my vehicle. And I'll be damned if I wasn't watching what I was doing. I stepped in a freaking gopher hole. And sure as shit, I freaking broke my ankle. Oh, man, that sucker hurt. And yeah, I thought I maybe sprained it really bad. But no. A couple years later, I had a sharp little bone spur poking me in the skin on the side of my ankle. And then I realized, oh shit, yeah, I did break my ankle. I busted one of my little bones in there. I broke off. But you know, I toughed it out. I had a ace bandage on for several weeks, and I hobbled around on it. I didn't take any time off of work. I was a trooper, you know. And then over the years, the bone spur just wore down, went away. And then that was the end of that, you know. Hi. And then it was just history after that, you know. I never really had a problem with my ankle after that. So, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. And I mean, there's all kinds of venues up here to look. If you really like nature, then you'll enjoy a lot of these trails and stuff. Hi there. Okay. All right, we're about halfway back now. Lots of people heading up. I'll probably condense some of these sequences here so you guys don't get totally bored. But what's to be bored about nature? Oh, there's my huckleberry bushes again. Oh, can't wait till they sprout. Their season's very short, so when they do, you got to go looking for them, you know. I remember one time, oh, this is interesting. I had my daughter. I hadn't seen my daughter in a while, you know. I don't get to see her very often in my life. But that's another story. But I had her one time. We took her down to the one park there in Tacoma, Point Defiance, and I was taking her down one of the trails that went down to the beach on that 5-mile drive. You know, I was showing her nature. She was about 12 years old, something like that. Or was she close? Not really. I was going to say maybe 16, but no, I think I'm 12 years old. Anyway, I took her down the trail. It was about not even a half mile down to the beach. She's about 3/8 of a mile. But I was showing her, you know, the huckleberries were out. Everything was out. I was picking the huckleberries, giving her some, and she says, "Are these safe?" And then, all right, another family here. Hang on. Hi. And then I found some salmon berries. We were just munching down. And then there was some other red ones, man. I don't know what they call them. Anyway, and oh, she was fascinated with the fact that we were picking all these berries. Knowledge, that's what it is. If you understand nature and vegetation, I mean, you can actually live off of this stuff. I mean, for a short while. I mean, maybe not year-round, but I mean, you know, some of the settlers that came out in the beginning, they have to do other forms to go through the winter and stuff. You know, you got to learn how to trap. You got to learn how to hunt. I mean, you got to have some like meat reserves stored up, you know, to maintain yourself, you know, through the winter and stuff like that. But, you know, during the summer, if you're only out for a couple of day hikes or whatever. So I've heard some people locally here that they go up on several days or a week hike, 2-week hike, you know, go on the trails leading up over the mountaintops, you know, from one mountain to another. And they're serious hikers, man. Not me. You know, it's like my motorcycle, my Harley Davidson I got. I'm a fair weather rider. I like it to be warm outside. I don't want to have to bundle up. I mean, I've had to do that a few times in my life. And man, sometimes it's so cold outside you get like frostbite. I can remember coming back from Oregon one time and man, it was cold. And my fingers, man, I had to, with a gloved hand, I had to put them on the hot engine to warm them up, you know, to prevent getting frostbite. And I'd rather not do that anymore in my life. You know, I'm getting comfortable in my old age. I say that I'm 67. My birthday's coming up here in about 3 months. I'll be 68 years old. And then here I am working on my house, enjoying nature, going on all these walks. You got to walk. I got a friend that is he's already suffered a little bout of cancer. He's doing all right now. And he's got it through his head that he's got to do some exercising. So he walks around the block every day, and that's good. That's good. I really like that. You gotta be proactive when you talk about your health. So, and me too. I take vitamins all the time. I try not to take any medications. I do take my insulin for my diabetes, but I'm working on reducing that a lot. Here the other day, I hardly had any insulin, you know, because I'm fasting. I'm not eating very much during the day. Sometimes I'll have a snack in the evening, you know. I mean, I eat breakfast, sometimes not very much, but, and then for, you know, the evening, I don't have lunch, I don't have dinner. I'll eat a little snack, handful of walnuts or something. Yesterday I had a bowl of popcorn with a little less butter on it than I normally do. And it was good, it was good. My blood sugar didn't spike really bad or anything like that. It did raise up a little bit, but you take a little bit of insulin, counter-react that. And like I said, I hadn't taken very much all day long because I hadn't eaten nothing. After breakfast, that was it, you know. It just come down and fall within a range. But, you know, fasting has its drawbacks. I mean, you get hungry every once in a while. It's not so much the hunger. Your body doesn't really feel the hunger once it gets used to fasting. It's the conditioned response that a person has trying to feed themselves 3 times a day, every day, and sometimes snacks in between, you know? Now me, generally speaking, I only have maybe 2 meals a day. And I am changing over more and more to the more healthier lifestyle. You got to cut out the carbohydrates. I mean, I ran out of bread. I try not to buy any more bread. I try not to eat too many pastas every now and then. And once in a great while, I get a hankering for spaghetti or something like that. But that's it. See, it's a conditioned response. That's the hard part. It's like when you try to stop smoking. You know, it takes 3 days to get over the effects of smoking, right? The hunger pains and stuff like that. But it takes 3 weeks to get over the psychological. Same thing for fasting. You know, it takes 2-3 days to get over the hunger feeling, you know, just a feeling. And then if you fast, continue to fast for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then that's it, you know. Your body, after 24 hours, your body goes through a transformation. It starts repairing itself. You stop living off your glucose and you start living on ketones. And that's what feeds your brain. Your brain actually gets better with ketones. All right, hang on. And so your body gets better. Your liver heals, your pancreas heals, and all of your cells start healing and starts dumping all of the toxins that are stored up in your cells and your fat. I mean, you go through a process where some people start experiencing issues after, you know, a week and a half, 2 weeks. And it's the toxic overload that your system is dumping.
It doesn't even feel like that.
So you got to keep an eye out for that. I'm still relatively healthy. No issues right now. Of course, I'm not 100% fasting. Yes, I'm going 16, 20 hours a day sometimes. But like I said, it's all in moderation. So I've been kind of been strict with myself here for the last week. I've lost about 6-7 pounds already this week. I had 10 pounds to lose, but so we're right on target. That's what I'm happy about. And so I'm celebrating, treating myself to a nice little hike and some beautiful scenery. All right, back uphill a little bit more. We are coming to the parking lot here momentarily. Oh gosh, now that's going to make my legs feel pretty good. Give it that nice warm feeling for the rest of the day. All right, there we go. Parking lot. All right, gentlemen and ladies, this concludes our little hike for today. We got some stories here, but I don't think I'm going to read those for today. We're going to come back. I'm winded a little bit and come up that little bit of a hill there at the end. I used to sweep this parking lot. I worked for the road maintenance department. So come up here and fix the signs and fill in any dips and stuff like that. All right, again, like I always say, if you've made it this far in the video, please throw me a like and a subscribe. And we will see you guys on the next adventure, hopefully real soon. Tomorrow's going to be a good day, but I want to see how I feel after today. So, all right, thank you for showing up. We will catch you on the next video. Bye for now.